Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's been a hot minute. It's been 2 years to be exact, so a lot of things have changed. We're in a different background. We're in bed in our pyjamas because I'm not being funny, but we're all locked down in our houses, so I don't really want to get dressed. Also, today's video is a lot more of like a chill, chit-chatty vibe. We're going to be doing a Q&A. I asked on my Instagram for you all to send me some questions, and you came through on the questions. Some of them were a little bit not PG enough to go on here, so I apologise, but I'll answer them on my Instagram. But for now, I just picked the ones that were like family friendly to be on my channel. So I'm going to start off. These questions are a mix of like makeup, uni, relationships, life, advice, things about me. So there's a vast array of questions. I've written them in my burn book. So we're just going to dive right in. Question number 1. What is your worst relationship and why? Can I say all of them, or is that cheating? I'd have to say it was the one where I was with this boy in college, like towards the end of my first year in college, and I thought he was dead cool, and like, yeah, it was just like a big buzz around the whole thing. And then when we broke up, it was like he turned around and he's like, "Oh, I just see you as my fit mate." I mean, what? Like, the relationship was okay, but I think the way it ended was just like the worst, because I was like, what does this even mean? Like, it went from speaking every day to like getting like 1 or 2 messages here and there, and then all of a sudden it was like, oh yeah, my band's gonna take off, you just me fit mate. And I was like, safe to say his band did not take off. So who's the real winner? My second question is one about uni, and it's any drama school regrets. Like, do I regret the course I picked, when and place I picked? I don't regret where I went to LMA. Well, it was originally Liverpool Media Academy, but we now have a campus in London, which is really exciting. And I don't regret going there. I don't regret picking the course I picked. I had a great time, but the one thing I do regret is like not feeling confident enough in myself to really push myself, because I know I did push myself, but not to the extent that I know I could have. So I could have been so much further ahead in my field, if that makes sense. Like, I could have applied myself so much more, and I think that is a personal thing that I do regret. That's probably the only thing I regret. Question number 3 is the best date I've ever been on. Funny story, I may have had quite a few boyfriends in my time. I've only ever been on 1 date. I think I've been on like a group date or like a double date once, but like that was with other people, but I've only ever been on a date on my own once. So I'd have to say that one. We went to Bella Italia, and I love pasta. Like, I made a bit of a mistake getting the spaghetti bolognese on my first date with this boy, because I had a white top on. Thankfully nothing went on my top, but it was all over my face. And I was like, oh, for fuck's sake. I was like, you must think I'm so embarrassing just slurping this pasta. But like, if a boy can't put up with it on the first date, then he's got a whole lot more coming down the line. Question number 4 is a makeup question. What drugstore foundation do I recommend? And I swear by Makeup Revolution foundations, whether it's the drops or the conceal and define, the conceal and hydrate. Even they've got powder foundation, which I love using for shows on top of a foundation, because it adds even more coverage and it just sticks to your face. So any Makeup Revolution foundation. If you're looking for something a little bit more like, not bougie, but I always think anything other than Makeup Revolution from a drugstore is bougie. So like, Maybelline's a really good one. I think it's the Maybelline 24-hour stay something or other. That's a good one. But like I only get that if like they haven't got my shades in the Makeup Revolution one. Why did I choose LMA as a uni? I went to LMA as a college student first. I did my BTEC in musical theatre and I just really liked it. Like, it's so hands-on and your tutors are literally industry professionals. Like, I was getting taught by a woman who'd been in Shrek the musical, who'd been in Chitty Chitty Bang Bang on tour, who'd starred in Starlight Express in Germany. Like, how many people can say the tutors have done so well for themselves? It's insane. Like, my tutor in second year uni had been in High School Musical when it was on a stage show, and he'd been in Dirty Dancing. It's nuts. Like, it's almost like a privilege to be taught by these people. It's insane. But I chose it because at the time when I started at college, it was just an up and coming thing, and like not many people knew about it. But now it's like a giant, like it's mad how much has changed in the past 5 years. But that's why I chose it. Am I gonna have a career in makeup? I mean, who can say? Like, I've literally just finished uni. And like, I would love a career in makeup, like, more than anything. Well, obviously I want a career in the stage, but like, you know what I mean? If I had to choose, like, either one would be amazing. Like, I've been watching Glow Up on BBC and watching them do London Fashion Week for Henry Holland. I was literally gobsmacked. I was like, I love it. Like, this is something that if I was given the opportunity to do it for the rest of my life, I would. So, fingers crossed. Question number 8. What to do when a boy leads you on for a month and then snaps you with another boy? This is sent in from a friend, so I'm assuming it's actually happened. And all I've got to say is, bin him. I know I don't take my own advice, which I really, really should, but bin him off. Get rid, put him in the bin. Like, if a boy's willing to lead you on for that amount of time, he doesn't care. And as much as it pains me to say, because I'm in a similar situation, he's never going to change, and it doesn't matter how many times you tell yourself he will, and he's just going to do that again. So just bin him off. He's not worth it. That was a little bit therapeutic. Question number 9. What's it like balancing uni life with your makeup life? I'm no longer in uni, so it is miles easier because it's all I've got to concentrate on, but it was really hard in uni to even begin to put my mind to other things because I was so focused on that. And like, if you weren't doing written work, you'd have a show coming up. If you didn't have a show coming up, you'd have an assessment coming up. You'd have lines to learn, choreography to learn, lyrics to learn. So it was just a case of, it was always in the back burner of my mind that I wasn't posting anything and I wasn't putting anything out, and what I was putting out was subpar. So now it's a lot easier because I don't have that other thing to worry about. But at the time it was a proper worry, and I was like, people are going to lose interest. People aren't going to want to see it when I post anymore because like, oh, she only posts once every Halloween. But it was just really difficult. And on top of that, when you've got I'm really like anxious about everything, so every time I put things out anyway, I'm like, this isn't good enough, people aren't going to want to see it. So it was a lot. But now it's not a lot because it's all I've got to focus on, if that makes sense. What is my plan now that I've graduated? Well, I haven't actually technically graduated because that got postponed till September. I should be graduating next month, but obviously with social distancing and all that stuff, we can't go ahead. So we've been moved to September, so fingers crossed I can graduate in September because my dress is hanging up and I just want to put it on and graduate. But my plan is I don't have a plan. Emails have been sent to casting agencies, to all kinds of people. I've got my performance showcase saved, ready to send off. I've got my show reel, I've got my website. It's just a case of when this all blows over, coronavirus wise, whether there's going to be any work available for people that have just graduated, because I feel like there's barely work for the current actors in today's society because it's so oversaturated, and with the virus there's nothing being produced. So it's just going to be a case of we see what happens. It's kind of sad to have put so many years into something and then not be really unsure as if you're going to get a job, but it'll be fine. Question 11. What is my dream role? Now, I struggled to narrow this down. So we have two. And you're gonna have to put up with two because I can't physically pick one of them. First one is What's Her Name in American Idiot. That is a dream. If I could play her, that would be it. That would be the pinnacle of my career. Nothing could possibly get better than me playing her. Second is Wednesday Addams in The Addams Family. Because again, The Addams Family is one of my favourite shows. It's one of my favourite films. She just holds a special place in my heart, and I couldn't pick between the two of them. Like, I love both roles. What is my best achievement in life? Ooh. I mean, I don't feel like I've achieved very much yet because I'm only 21, so like maybe graduating, that'll be a good achievement. I climbed Snowdon last year, that's an achievement. Getting my makeup certification was another one. Yeah, I feel like those three are kind of where I'm at. I haven't really achieved very much yet, so watch this space. We'll answer that one in the future. If you could get paid the same money for any job, what would it be? So I'm assuming like if all wages were the same and I could be anything, what would I be? I don't know, because as much as I want to be a performer, I love doing makeup, so it's like I would want to be a theatre performer and a freelance makeup artist at the same time. So like on my days off I could go and do like freelance work, or like go to people's houses and get them ready and stuff, or even like be a freelance makeup artist for like a theatre show, and then in the rest of the week be in the theatre shows. So if anybody wants a theatre performer that could also put the makeup on the entire cast, hit me up, because I would love that job. Would I rather be able to hear people's thoughts or be invisible? I'm way too anxious to know what people are thinking about me. Like, it already bugs me enough thinking that those people are talking about me, but if I know these people are talking about me, that'll send me west. So I'd rather be invisible, because then you can do sneaky stuff and people won't know you're there. Favourite musical and why? Again, I can't pick one. I physically can't do it. So you're gonna get my top three, and why? Is Legally Blonde, because I played Paulette a few years ago and that show just means a whole lot to me. Second, American Idiot, because I just think the music in that show is stunningly put together. The harmonies, everything, the way it's set out on stage, the characters, it's just, I adore it. Like, point blank, love of my life. And then first, you're all gonna call me a basic bitch. Hold my hands up, you're all gonna call me a basic bitch. Hamilton. Hear me out. It's a show that literally is a history lesson in the form of like rap, R&B, pop music with like jazz dance and ballet dance and all kinds of amazing things. While it teaches you about history, like, it's incredible. And the music in that show gives me shivers. Like, every time I listen to the soundtrack, I'm like crying, laughing. Like, my love for that show just can't be summed up. I even wrote, I'm pretty sure in second year uni, or it could have been even first half of third year, we had to write about a show and it's like historical significance or something like that, and I picked Hamilton. I'm pretty sure I did it twice for 2 different assessments. That is how much I love that show. I almost wrote my dissertation on it as well, but I didn't. What celebrity would you marry? I mean, Tom Holland is the obvious choice because he's my age. However, Adam Driver is sex on legs and I'm obsessed with him. Like, I watch Star Wars almost every night because I just want to look at Adam Driver's face. I am obsessed. He's like 38 years of age, but he has my whole heart. I just don't know what it is. I think it's because he's like huge and he's just this, Adam Driver, if you're watching this, put a ring on it. Would I ever go on Love Island? Oh, I'm ashamed to even say it, but I would. Like, I don't look like the girls on Love Island, let's be honest. They're all like slim, thick with the curves and like beautiful hair and a face and a tan, and I'm ginger, so like I will go in there, burn and then go white, and then burn and then go white. So I'm not the kind of girl they put on Love Island, because look at me. Like, I'm goofy as they come. I'm a little bit of a nerd. No one's gonna pick the girl with a cat in the hat tattoo. Like, are you mad? But I would go on it just to see like how fixed it is. Like, I've got some proper conspiracy theories about Love Island, but I would definitely go on it. My favourite eyeshadow palette, this is a hard one. I think at the moment it's my conspiracy palette, my Jeffree Star conspiracy palette, because I waited so long for it that like when it turned up and I didn't know I was getting it, because my mum ordered it for my birthday, because I didn't know it had come back in stock, and then it turned up at my house and I just cried. I was like, oh my goodness. I just couldn't put into words how excited I was to put it on my face, and that's really sad. My favourite palette of all time is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Soft Glam palette, because I bought it 2 years ago when I went to Italy from Sephora, and I still have it. Like, I use it all the time. It is incredible. Like, it's all warm tones and oranges and reds and darks, and then like some shimmery ones, and it is just perfect. You can get like a daytime, a nighttime, a going out, a staying in, you know what I mean? You know what I'm talking about? It's a versatile palette, and we love a versatile queen. Favourite film, this is the last question, and again, I can't narrow it down because I love films. Like, my mum still buys me DVDs for Christmas because I just like having them. Like, I like having a DVD to hold in my hand and like put in my TV. Like, I know I've got Netflix, I know I've got Disney Plus, I know we have Now TV. However, there's nothing more satisfying than when the internet goes down in your house and everyone's like, oh, what are we gonna do? And I'm like, let me go get my DVD player and my DVDs. And you sorted. I just love it. I have all the Disney ones as well, with the new covers. But I'm gonna have to do top 3 again. So I would say Infinity War and Endgame, I'm counting them as a film. I'm counting them as one film. They're my third. My second is every single Star Wars movie ever, because that, again, encompassing, because the Star Wars franchise is everything to me. I'm not gonna lie. I could do a whole separate video on how much I love Star Wars. And my very, very favourite, most absolute favourite film in existence is Back to the Future, just the first one. Like, I like the other two, but the first one is my favourite film, like without a doubt, favourite film. Like, that's it, point blank period, favourite film. So I hope today's video has been like a little bit insightful. You've learned a bit about me. I hope you had fun listening to me rant and ramble, spilling some tea on my life. I've had quite a lot of fun filming this video, so I might actually do another one, but maybe just angle it towards like one category of questions. But if you want to see more, of this, want to learn more about me, see some tutorials in the future, then please subscribe and hit the notification button, because otherwise I might not turn up on your homepage, or you might not know when my videos are posted. So just click the bell, click the subscribe button, give me a like, leave a comment, share me on Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, TikTok, Twitter, whatever you use. And I'm just happy to be back, like in my little cozy environment, talking to you people. There's so much excitement. So yeah, I shall see you in my next one.